most part, they might only get to see Arsenal or Liverpool or Man City or whoever maybe once or twice in their lifetime. You know,
Yeah, then
just
they have
saying.
to watch like the bench players.
Yeah.
With the likes of Gideon Zalalem. Do you remember that name?
Holy crap! Yep.
Okay, well, here's the perfect transition. So this is kind of like my favorite thing, the all the moves, the craziness, the silly season, right? And before we get into the MLS centric silly season here, because I don't know if you caught the drift here, we're talking about the league as a whole, and then we're gonna get into our beloved Chicago Fire. But
Yeah.
Gideon Zelalem has been signed by New Mexico United. As of, at least I saw it today. It could have happened yesterday, but oh, the man with the hazy look at that's a
This
relic.
is officially, yeah, this is a relic. In a couple of years, you're gonna see this as a museum piece. If you haven't had a chance, if they still have them in stock, go look for a 4-pack. Don't drink it, just put it away.
And it'll be
It's officially
worthless.
it'll be worthless, but you know what? That shows dedication as a Fire fan base.
Now, you know what I'm gonna
So,
do? I'm gonna buy a 4-pack and then put the cardboard up on the wall. Anyway, I digress. I'm so sorry.
yeah.
So yesterday was a good day to be an MLS fan because, well, at least a silly season fan, because some crazy, other than ZLM, we had Lucho Acosta go to Dallas, of all places, after. So
Out of all
Lucho
places.
Acosta goes to Dallas. Dallas gets rid of Paul Areola and Jesus Ferreira and sends them to Seattle. I hate the salary cap league. I want to, but still.
What's crazy is that Evander. So Portland loses Evander.
Yeah, so that
Evander
a
goes
part
to
of this.
Cincinnati. So it's like you're putting an attacking player, and then you're giving up your playmaker. So now you're kind of in a conundrum where.
Well, no, they signed a guy, David DaCosta. I don't remember where he's from, but they're high on him. But Evander, God, I'm so jealous. I wanted Evander so bad on the Fire.
Unless they have a plan, they're cooking up a plan for the summer window. Like at this point, if this is gonna be our team for now until the summer, I'm okay.
Hold
with
on,
it.
we'll get there.
Okay.
I don't.
I'm just excited.
I'm gonna bust. I'm gonna have an aneurysm from what you just said, but we'll get there.
All right.
Anyway, so this is, I'm so jealous. Someone got Lucho Acosta, someone got Evander, and someone got these are people I want.
Who did Charlotte get on loan?
Fuck, Wilfred Zaha. I was speaking of. Shout out to Connor Knows Soccer. We were talking before the episode here, before DPG jumped on, and I was like, "Tell the truth. How many Charlotte games are you gonna go to?" And he's like, "None, probably. I'm gonna try and go to the Columbus game." I'm like, "Dude, Zaha, you gotta go."
Here's the thing. That's dedication. That's the guy. Grew up in Columbus, moved out to the Carolinas. He's. Hey, all credit to him, but if you're being honest, Columbus Crew has given up a lot this offseason.
Oh my God, that's some other huge news that broke. So Cucho Hernandez goes to Spain, to Real Betis, right? Am I right? I'm right.
Yep.
And then Christian Ramirez goes to the Galaxy. Okay. Every team is replacing what they lost, which means they're not getting any worse, and we didn't get much better. Anyway, so LA Galaxy loses Djokovic to Kansas City and then goes and gets Christian Ramirez right away.
Man, this is it's weird. It almost feels like one of those NBA trades when they do like a 3-team or 4-team trade.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, because you know what this really is this is a dumb thing that MLS is calling the money trade. So basically, for the first time ever, we're seeing clubs able to purchase, because think about all the time with being a Fire fan, just look over, it's like, I wish we could get that player. He's unhappy at his team, but the only way to leave an MLS team is to go to another league. You know what I mean? Or be traded, and no one trades.
Be traded, and nobody trades. And
and so now the money trade, we finally have transfers, interleague transfers.
So in other words, the MLS has made its own ecosystem. Like,
oh my God, it's like a Dave and Buster's money.
Yeah, it's like no. Now you got hard, cold cash. Like, here's $5 million, real money, and we're gonna go sign and we want Lucho Acosta.
Dude,
done deal. Boom.
Like, what is happening to this league? People got smart. Although, pour one out. We did lose an exciting, despite all the movement of these exciting attackers, because I think Evander makes Cincinnati a competitor again. I know they were very Lucho Acosta or nothing else, but I feel like
I'm not sold on that. I'm not sold on that. Who's gonna pull the strings at Cincinnati?
Evander.
I mean, he couldn't pull the strings in Portland.
Yes, he played phenomenally despite being pissed off. Like, he played phenomenal. But
I don't know. I trust Lucho Acosta. I think Lucho Acosta is like made for this league. Like,
you're right. He's Christian Gomez. He's Marco Echeverri.
He's a much better Marco Echeverri or Christian Gomez. Like,
he's that one.
If he would have gone to the Fire, I don't think any of us would complain.
Oh God, no! I wanted either of them. I wanted us to be in on that.
All of a sudden, Kuipers has a playmaker, and it's not that skinny kid, Brian Gutierrez.
Well, we'll get there. We will get there.
I'm teasing it.
So, I mean, for me, like, I'm so excited. Like, even all the dumb stuff is fun. Like, Tim Ream is back in, or not Tim Ream. What's his name? The guy who was in St. Louis.
God,
I can't think of his name. He's back in New York.
I was gonna say, what was I thinking of? The guy we just signed. Never mind.
Jack Elliott.
What's this? No, the other, the 36-year-old, trying to make a comeback.
Omar Gonzalez. I mean, don't call it a comeback. He's been here for years. Anyway. God, that's the whitest thing I think I've ever done. Anyway, I digress. Dude, let's roll out the red carpet for the returns. Andy Nahar to Nashville. Eduard Atuesta is in Orlando, of all places.
It pisses me off that I remember a couple of years ago, and I sent this on the Discord chat for the Fire. I'm like, man, we should get Andy Nahar. He's a great right back. I said that, and some idiot was like, "Oh no, but he's injury prone." And
he only had like 2 injury prone seasons. He was lit before that and lit afterwards.
And after that, he took off. Like, he was doing amazing things. This man kind of like rebuilt his career a little bit, because he was in MLS. He was slightly injury prone in MLS.
Well, he was in DC at first. They brought him up real young.
Hurt. Yeah, he was in DC first, and he went to Anderlecht out in Belgium. You like how I said that. And then he comes back because he was injury prone and he got hurt in Anderlecht. He comes back, tries to get his career going again with DC. Nothing happens. I think he goes to LAFC.
No. The DC thing worked out. So, like, he did come back to DC. I feel like there's one other team in between DC and LA.
There was another team that
hold on.
It didn't happen. It didn't work out in the last MLS team. And then he ended up going back to Honduras to go play for Olympia. And,
he's 31 years old. Can you believe that?
Yeah. And the thing is that he goes, man, now I got to find out.
I got you. Hold on. DC United to Anderlecht. Oh, no, we were dumb. Okay, DC United to Anderlecht, then LAFC, then DC United again. So he
goes back to,
he didn't do well at LAFC. He did well again at DC. Then
DC
Olympia.
didn't give him didn't renew his contract. He goes to Olympia, and at the same time, he's doing pretty good with the Honduran national team.
51 appearances and 5 goals, by the way.
And I think he even said after when the Honduran season ended the last season, he's like, I want to go back, and so I'm glad Nashville got him. But honestly, we were talking about how our right back and our left backs are like trash. He would have fit nicely on that right back, but this is before we got Barroso. I think last season would have been.
What do we do with Barroso? Anyway, I digress. Other moves that made my I was getting to it. Sebastian Giroussi, Austin sent him to River Plate, which I pour one out. Giroussi was lit. Anyway, Tolkien took his. I will reframe. Went to Germany, and then this.
Surprise.
Oh, hold on. Before we get there, one other big move, huge move, something I'm very excited about. Bill Hamid at Miami FC. I did not say Inter Miami. I said Miami FC. Bill Hamid. Give it up. I love it. Lower league soccer lives. I love lower league soccer.
Where was it last
despite
team?
not watching it. I'm sorry.
Did he go from Europe? Did he go from Europe to Miami FC or did?
No, he was like playing something crazy like rec league soccer. Like he was like way down the pyramid for a minute for no reason.
And it's weird because wasn't that man like a wall for DC
for a long time? It's like somebody who hears this, you can roast me in the comments if I'm wrong. But if I'm not mistaken, he had a very bright future. That's when we was like, it's Sean John and Bill Hamid, and that's going to be USA number 1 and number 2, baby.
Yep.
He was a wall for a long time, but I think something happened where he had a real bad season, and he almost got the yips. Where he like...
I think he got hurt, I think.
Oh, did he have a heart... He got an injury, but I really kind of feel like he had a really terrible run of games and then just kind of like lost it and it was gone forever.
Like was it and we're not talking about like a Santino Quaranta situation, correct?
No, not that we've heard yet. He seems to be a pretty stand up and righteous dude and involved in a lot of things. Like he almost seems to be playing when people ask him like, "Hey, will you please play for my team?" And then he that like seems to be what his gig has been lately. And it's just like,
didn't he went to Europe though, didn't he?
God, did he ever make it to Europe? You got me Wikipedian players. Good content always.
Unless I'm confusing it for who the hell am I?
Okay, so peep this. Yeah. He did go actually. Okay.
Oh, he won he played one game for. I see it.
Oh man, one game? That's oh God, where is that? That's Sweden, right?
That's it looks like Sweden. The crazy thing is that he had 8 appearances for the U.S. men's national team.
Yeah, that's not crazy. He had that juice. He had that.
Yeah,
it
wasn't a one or two. I think Greg might have even called them up.
Yeah, look at this: Memphis 901, Northern Virginia Dream, Maryland Bobcats. It really feels like people were like, "Hey, can you please play a game for us so we can sell tickets?" And he was like,
"Can you back us up? Can you back us up?" Type of situation. Let's see. I'm trying to see if man had a 10-day back in 2011. This man had a 10-day trial with West Brom.
No, what was West Brom like in 2011 though?
The Premier League team apparently. Man, but I used to always see him, and it's crazy because I always used to see Bill Hamid like in the highlight reels, like this man. Like,
he had some great saves.
A defining save. Like, oh my God, like your average goalkeeper will mess that up. Type of situation.
He was something else. All right, so I didn't transfer to this as smoothly as I would have liked.
Yeah.
But I want to bring something up real quick that's kind of its own category. San Diego. What are they called? San Diego FC? FC San Diego? San Diego Soccer Balls?
they have that weird silver.
Oh my god, what a terrible logo. What an absolute dog shit logo.
You know,
Bad.
San Diego FC.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So, big name. So, they signed another fucking guy I wanted on the Fire. Sorry, I'm going to stop cursing. They signed Luca Della Torre, who Celta Vigo refused to play as if they were contracted not to.
I honestly think Greg had the inside scoop on that.
Really? You think he was trying for that?
No, I don't think he was trying for that. I think Greg knew better.
You give a man a lot of credit.
One guy. That's one guy Greg used to call up.
Yeah, pretty regularly. You're right.
So, unless Greg saw something, and I want to give him the benefit of the doubt because he might have, the man did get us trophies for the U.S. men's national team, and he was a pretty good MLS coach. Unless Greg saw something, I'll leave it at that. I don't know what it is, but I mean, maybe Greg said, "Hey, man, this guy's not gonna work."
Well, San Diego could also we have Kellen Acosta. San Diego could be we're making you the man in the midfield. We need a man. You know what I mean?
True.
So, and then the big signing. Hey, Chucky Lozano. Hey, Chucky Lozano, which I've never been a fan. I feel like he's been a fraud.
I'm gonna take if any and I'm sure when San Diego's comes to town to play the Fire, it's gonna.
I can't wait. I'm so happy we actually get San Diego.
I can't wait to sell my seats.
Oh, you asshole! Forget that. I'm going, dude. Finally, we get a Miami game early enough in the season. Messi's not going to be hurt. I cannot wait.
I have to sell my seats again.
No, forget that. I'm going to that game. I went to that game both times and haven't seen him.
I went the last one when Messi didn't play.
We knew further in advance that Messi wasn't going to play at the last one than the first one.
Yeah, that was the game that I took my kid in, and it was horrible. The whole experience getting there, and it was like if there was one of the worst Fire games I've been to, it was just that. It was a bunch of things happening.
We had a whole segment about how you had a really bad time.
Yeah. So I'll leave it at that. I'm hoping for better times, but I mean, I guess you're right. Miami is coming to town early this season.
I mean, I'm pretty excited about it. San Diego's team does not look good. There's no way they make the playoffs this year.
I honestly do not know who else they have outside of Chucky Lozano and Luca Del Torre.
I mean, I saw the list of people. It don't mean I know none of them. Hold on, let me check one more. Let me check one more time.
Oh my god! I think this team has been put together with fucking parts, with leftover parts.
You never know. They really haven't announced themselves to the world, really. I mean, I guess I say that. Who knows? Maybe they're the biggest fucking. They're the biggest thing in Mexico because Chucky Lozano. But okay. So I don't know. None of these cats. They got a couple guys from FC Nordjylland. Chucky.
What did you just say? Let me see. They have a roster website. That's they got a page. That's a good sign.
Andre Reyes.
If you're having a hard time.
Andre Reyes from New York City, or from the Red Bulls. He's going to be a quality player.
What stuns me on all this is the fact that you're looking down that list and I see the look on your face and you're thinking in your head like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, who is this guy? Who is that guy?
Like, that's not a good sign, man.
No, but okay, so Emmanuel Boateng is going to give him solid minutes. You know what I mean? They got a guy from Anderlecht.
Yeah, Boateng.
Luca Della Torre is probably going to be a revelation in this league. He's probably going to be the new Ozzy Alonso. I mean, honestly, I'm calling it right now. Luca Della Torre, the brand new Ozzy Alonso.
So correct me if I'm wrong here, but this roster, I'm looking at their webpage, and this roster list is like very small. Like, I don't even think they barely have enough to fill the bench. 2, 4, if that, 6, I don't even
8,
think
10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 4, 6. Yeah, I only see 26 players.
No, but I'm looking on their webpage. Where are you looking at? Because I'm looking at the roster on their
Oh,
webpage.
I'm actually checking out the transfer thing, and so it's got
Oh,
all of them as coming in.
so basically, what you're telling me is that whoever's working the IT department or the web development department out in San Diego hasn't updated us yet
Well,
on their
but
officials.
how many people are going through visa issues right now? You know what I mean? They might not be
but we
technically a
still
part of the team yet.
we still signed Bamba and said, okay, by the way, he's officially signed, but he has to get his visa.
Yeah, well, that was a slam dunk. It's Jonathan Bamba. Anyway,
Yeah.
so what's your favorite move? So San Diego aside, what's your favorite move of this MLS offseason so far?
Honestly, man, it has to be that whole cluster situation of Evander going to Cincinnati,
Yeah,
Lucho going to Dallas, and then Ferreira and Ariola going to Seattle. Like,
and then DaCosta to Portland. Yeah.
yeah, it's just they're all over the place, man. So
Yeah,
I don't think there's one specific move I like. I just think it's just crazy how it's like there's like a rotation of players going on.
You know what my favorite move is?
What is
Wilfred Zaha.
Oh man, why? Because you get to see him this year.
Not just that, but just he's gonna be insane. It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be amazing. He's gonna score goals, and it's gonna be incredible. Yeah, I'm calling it now. Charlotte is gonna have a way better year than anybody thinks they're gonna have. They're gonna finish third in the East. The East. Oh
no!
Hold on, I missed one. Miguel Almiron coming back to Atlanta.
The guy that went to Newcastle.
Yes, sir.
Then I guess it didn't work out in Newcastle.
Are you kidding me? It did work out in Newcastle.
Why the hell would we go back to Atlanta?
Well, I mean, like any player at a big club, unless you're one of like the top 20 in the world, they look to replace you after 4 or 5 years.
Is he in his 30s? Because if he's not in his 30s, then
no, I'm sure he's in his 30s at this point. But
yeah, now I gotta check. Because didn't they sign him like a U20 player?
They didn't sign a lot. They didn't
he's 31. Okay,
yeah.
So you know what? That makes sense. For whatever reason, I thought he was still in his late 20s. Like
no. I like this move because it's somebody like going somewhere when they're still very useful. Anyway,
you know what?
What?
It's funny you mentioned that because this was the Atlanta team that had Miguel Almiron and the other cat that was scoring goals like crazy. That
Joseph Martinez.
Joseph Martinez, and somehow they came to Toyota Park and the Fire put 4 or 5, and I'm just saying.
It don't make no sense.